Hello, my friends. My name is Gerdes. Here are our three big stories for today. It is Thursday, January 11th. First story, deported Ukrainian children are sent to survival training with the Belarusian military. Dozens of Ukrainian children from Russian-occupied city in Ukraine were taken to Belarus and sent to emergency survival training with the Belarusian military, according to local media. They're taught how to behave in extreme situations in exercises with the military. The children, some of who were wearing tracksuits with Russian flags printed on their sleeves, are shown holding onto each other and covering their faces during a fire drill. Thousands of Ukrainian children have been deported to Russia and Belarus during the full-scale invasion. We cannot allow children to be treated as if they are spoils of war, the ICC prosecutor Karim Khan said in a statement. In April, the Council of Europe described the forcible transfer and Russification of Ukrainian children as evidence of genocide. It is genocide in the sense that it is, while they're not being killed, they are being kind of twisted and turned against their homeland and becoming good Russians. And if you think that it's just like this one article, it's not. Here's Reuters. This is a Reuters article. We're talking about these stolen children, one of them saying, "I've got my mother, but as far as they were concerned, I was an orphan," Lisa told Reuters several months later. "They wanted to issue a Russian passport for me and find me a family, a Russian family." This is the evil that the Russians are engaged in. Okay, second story. Ukraine builds barricades, digs trenches as a focus shifts to defense, and they have to do this to, try to make it through the winter. Rows of white concrete Rows of white concrete barricades and coils of razor wire stretch across an open field for more than a kilometer. Trenches with rudimentary living quarters are being dug under cover of darkness. Artillery rumbles far in the distance. New defensive lines visited by Reuters near the northeastern city of Kupiansk on December 28th show how Ukraine has stepped up construction of fortifications in recent months as it shifts military operations against Russia to a more defensive footing. Well, don't they want to be offensive? Yes, but if they can't do it yet, they need to have defensive so that they can get to whatever the next step is. President Zelensky announced Ukraine was significantly enhancing fortifications in November 28th after a counteroffensive that had launched in June was unable to rapidly punch through Russian lines. A little bit further down, a military engineer using the call sign Lizard said they typically put down dragon's teeth first, followed by coils of razor wire, and then mines if they use them. But Lynx, another serviceman, said that Ukraine was trying to minimize the use of mines for its fortifications to avoid leaving dangerous munitions in its territory. Quote, "This is our land. We wouldn't want to litter it so much," unquote. Now, the Russians are also claiming it's their land, but they're using mines so indiscriminately that some sources said it's going to take 30 years to undo the damage, to get rid of all the mines. Last story, and I thought this was like almost a metaphor alert. Putin keeps targeting hotels full of foreign reporters in Ukraine. If there is one stupidest possible way to commit war crimes, it's this. Russian forces attacked a hotel in Kharkiv late last Wednesday known to house foreign journalists, leaving 13 injured, including at least one Turkish reporter. 2 Russian missiles slammed into the Park Hotel at the center of Kharkiv. So you're going to commit a war crime and kill journalists who have now every incentive possible to just try to proclaim, shout it from the housetops, how awful and bad you are. Okay, at any rate, that's where we are. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.